The A-Team tonight, author, columnist, Fox News contributor, Jedediah Bila. Monica Crowley, radio talk show host, Fox News contributor. She's also the author of the book, What the Bleep Just Happened Again. And it's in paperback now, so again is entirely appropriate. Democratic consultant Hank Sheinkopf, good to have you all here.
Thank you.
How nervous should everyone be that the president is meeting with 9 Republican senators over some sort of bipartisan meal, talking about the big issues of our days, and the president still insistent upon a grand bargain? Are these people, first of all, are they worthy of a grand bargain? Are these really the people one would turn to for a grand bargain?
Lou, this is nothing more than a public relations act by the president to cool off any anger anyone may have to blame him for the present set of circumstances and making him look bipartisan with people who won't make any decisions about anything, nor will they undermine generally the leadership.
There is nothing in this man's background, pattern of behavior, or history to suggest any bipartisanship whatsoever. He has done photo op after photo op, as Hank has pointed out, and he wants bipartisan failure. This is a phrase used by the Wall Street Journal this week, and I think it's right on. He knows the economy is going south. He wants to be able to blame it on the Republicans. So by bringing them in, I mean, what he's trying to do is say, look, I'm trying to work with the other side. When all of this goes south, he has a punching bag.
Well, it's already gone south, and so now we've had 2 straight days of records on the Dow Jones Industrials as a result of sequester, and the president has just been slapped in the face by the American people who support sequester. They don't despise sequester, nor do they fear it. An absolute abject failure on the part of this president, perhaps the first of his now 2 terms as president.
I think he was really expecting Republicans to take the blame for this, because they usually do. When these issues are pulled, it's usually the Republicans that are blamed and lose public opinion on. And this issue, it didn't happen. I think he's really struck on trying to figure out where his PR team and his marketing team went wrong. And now he needs to put forth this gesture to say, look, I really do care about bipartisanship. It's a PR stunt, but it's a way for him to say, if this doesn't work out, it's still their fault, guys.
Yeah. Well, he's going to do that, I think, no matter what. But we're going to be back with the A-Team to explore the further mendacity that occurs in spurts in Washington, D.C. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We're back with the A-Team, Hollywood, and Jimmy Carter. Just a deep, deep mourning for Hugo Chavez. And we've got all sorts of characters running around saying, oh, it's going to be terrible for the energy markets. And my God, they completely don't understand our own domestic energy market. Hollywood and these creeps hailing Hugo Chavez.
The irony of it, of course, is that Hugo Chavez supports media censorship. And I don't know if these Hollywood people realize it, but they wouldn't have a voice under Hugo Chavez. They wouldn't be able to speak out against their president or their leader if they lived under Hugo Chavez. But the glorification of dictators in academia is something that's widespread. It always has been.
And in the culture as well. And let's be really clear. We're not talking about American liberals here. We're talking about leftists. And there's a real distinction. Sean Penn, Jimmy Carter, Roseanne Barr, who tweeted her grief about Hugo Chavez. Remember, in 2004, when Ronald Reagan died, Jimmy Carter initially did not even want to put out a statement on his death.
Right. It was one of the most fumbling. James
Toronto
of the Wall Street Journal tweeted the comparison to his great credit. It was fascinating. I had forgotten what a lame, horrible statement Jimmy Carter made upon
and then upon the death of Hugo Chavez, yesterday puts out a gushing statement about all of his virtues.
He didn't want to censor newspapers. He did. He did not want to censor. If he did all these things, he did attack religious institutions for people he didn't agree with. He did close down properties. He did not allow discussion. He did steal 2 elections that we know about. And these guys who are living in this extraordinary country where freedom reigns have the temerity to extol this human being as a great man. What are they, nuts?
Think about the wealth of a Sean Penn, an Oliver Stone, Michael Moore. And they have, it's just such despicable.
Yeah, and Chavez concentrated power and wealth in the hands of a few. Aren't these guys supposed to support redistribution of wealth and spreading the wealth around and caring for the poor and the middle class? That's not how it worked under Hugo Chavez.
I worked there years ago, and I can tell you, we used to get out of the airport and watch the mountains move from the poverty, because that's where the people were living, in these shacks in the mountains, and those mountains are still moving, and under that guy's leadership, nothing fundamentally has changed. Yeah. The Army is more powerful than ever in a country that doesn't need that kind of an army. That's all.
And California comes up again. It's odd how often California comes up. The California Teachers Association, which had we were told last month, was divesting itself of those nasty gun manufacturers, well, held Smith & Wesson close to its heart and portfolio because it's almost doubled over the course of 5 years.
Gun sales
and they're enjoying
are booming.
it.
Yes, gun sales are booming. So a state that is largely insolvent, like the state of California, finds it in their fiscal interest to invest actually in gun stocks, which are doing incredibly well under this president. Barack Obama is the greatest gun salesman this nation has ever seen.
Bipartisan talks going on as we speak, and we need to point out Senator Rand Paul is in his 9th hour filibustering the confirmation process of CIA Director-to-be John Brennan. Your thoughts, if you will, about that bipartisan dinner, real quickly.
I don't think anything's going to be accomplished. I think it's a way for Barack Obama to claim that he cares about bipartisanship more than actually caving on policy or giving an inch.
So
I don't think anything.
This is the last vote I wanted to get in on this. Okay. All right.
I'm not optimistic.
Or perhaps you are optimistic. Jedediah, Bila, Monica, Crowley, Sheinkopf. Thank you.
Thank you.